This is the Chinese aircraft carrier.
Is this
the
CGI?
first- Well, dude, this is the first bit of flight ops that we've seen.
Okay.
From
It's the E2.
yeah.
It is.
So it's the
Look at Skonky.
Look at that wing spread. Ooh, so messed up.
Yellow light mover.
I can't be held responsible for my inside thoughts.
well, cool. This one is now demonetized. Thanks, Boomer.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Wombat.
this is the Chinese super carrier.
That nose makes
Yeah.
the E2 look even uglier. Have you noticed that?
Well,
Look at that. Oh
Look
my
at that.
goodness.
It needs to be orange.
Oh my gosh. How did they make the front of that plane look worse?
It's had a nose job
it does.
A botch nose job.
from the school of.
It's
Are
pretty
they
amazing.
6-blade?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man, but like literally,
That's
they
not
copied
eight-blade.
everything. I mean, right? The
They
wings fold that way.
Well, dude, how else are the wings gonna fold? Gonky?
I don't
Like,
know.
I mean,
Like a praying mantis.
Like the main gear has the wheels, and like everything about.
well, yeah, when we give them our secrets, it's not hard to copy. Like,
What'd you say? What was
Well, I mean,
special
it was
about the
on.
tail?
PBS special. They could have just watched that.
that's true.
Hey, what'd you say was special about the tail of the E2? Wombat, there's only 3 rudders.
Yeah. 4 tails, 3 rudders.
Oh boy,
God, look at that beautiful thing, though. I still love her.
Not
that's
that
not that's not really the E2. What
Yeah, I know.
rank is that? Is she a 3-star admiral?
She's 3-star.
Look at that.
That's who
dude.
says go.
That has 4 tails, 3 rudders. I think that one's fixed.
Yeah, you're right. It
Yeah.
is. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's an 8-minute long video. I watched the whole thing, and
I could watch this all night.
it's pretty crazy.
Is it
how-
just an E2? Wait, go to the cockpit footage.
Yeah, that's inside the J35. So it's 3 minutes and 25 seconds, Doug.
Yeah, start it at 20. Just give us a little buffer.
Right here. Look at this,
Ah,
man.
So
Look
it
at
doesn't
that.
have the fancy helmet.
No. I mean, it's kind of a fancy helmet.
He needs to put his hook down.
Dude, they're just doing touch and goes.
Yeah. That's because it's
I
hooked.
mean, yeah. Look at that 2-wire.
He was low. He was low.
Does it have magic carpet?
I bet it
Probably
does.
something better.
Or whatever
bet-
the Chinese equivalent of magic carpet is?
I bet it does, man.
Careful. Careful.
I mean, like the Top
Dude,
Gun
it's
theme.
Maverick.
Yeah.
It is. They have to have this scene. Except they're going the wrong way. You're supposed to ride the elevator up.
They should get one of those remote control ones like everybody has in the civilian world now. You know, you just
Yeah,
drive
that
around.
way
with-
when
I mean,
that way when our
Wombat.
aircraft carriers tow them off the side during combat ops, you
Just
don't lose a
blame-
person.
blame
Never-
Roomba.
I mean, Wombat.
Somebody's
seriously,
car
they've-
alarm's going off.
I mean, they've copied. I mean,
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
this could be. This could
could be the
other
name.
than other than
Other
the
than-
island.
I think they improved on Fat Amy.
Oh yeah, Fat Amy looks. Dude.
Yeah, she went on a diet.
Well, yeah, she got another motor. Yeah, like she's the Chinese. That's
Blue
this thing-
helmet.
Yeah. That's not a totally ugly jet.
The
No,
wings don't
it's-
fold though.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
There's no hinges.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they don't. I don't know. GBD. I mean, even I mean, just watching the ground crew work, right? I mean, this could be.
Well, I'm sure they studied everything.
Is that how they hook it up in the
Yeah.
real
Hold
thing?
back
too?
and then taxi forward.
Dude, yellow shirt, right? Green.
Yeah.
I mean, all
Yeah.
the shirts.
Yeah.
It's. Look, he's got. Did you see the wakeboard?
Yep.
Did you see the? Look at. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
this.
no, it's identical, man.
This could all be, on a
It's
U.S.
trimmed up.
carrier.
Like it's trimmed up. You saw the tail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you didn't do a clearing turn, but
Yeah.
Or a
just
barrel
give
roll.
away everything.
Or a barrel.
Or
No
barrel.
barrel roll, as the documentary Top Gun showed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to do that. A section barrel roll after your combat mission is.
This is the
I'll take
Timu
that.
version of Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, I mean, it's just watching their ops here. It just reminds me of being on a U.S. carrier, which
I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know what that is. That's
It's the Tomahawk chop from.
yeah. I'm not, maybe he's just fired up. Bubble launches.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, he just
salute. They got 2 handholds down here.
Yeah, both hands. He's not.
Yeehaw. Man.
Is that because the jet just does it on its own? That's why no
The
hands.
Hornet's the same way. You
Hornet's
don't
the same
hold
way.
the stick. You put your hand up on the
Both
power
hands?
One.
No,
one.
well, left hand on the throttle to hold it is what I would do.
Yeah.
Probably got auto throttle. Doesn't need it.
The Hornet had a little thing that would slide out. You could hold it, but
Yeah.
I never used it.
Catapult grip.
Yeah, but they here's the J-15, the Chinese flanker.
Tower is very interesting.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Kind of flares it.
I mean, the boat's not really moving. I don't know. I thought maybe, I don't know if that looked real or not, but that definitely looks real to me.
That does, yeah.
All right. So all
Yeah.
jokes aside, the Chinese can now project air power in the
Great.
South Pacific and perhaps farther.
Right,
With at
because
least, 3 aircraft on the flight deck at once. So
See, those wings fold, but
Yeah.
they're
those wings fold. Yeah, and then at the end,
Amy cannot,
Doug, if you go to the end, it shows everybody flying in formation. There we go.
which is
Kinda
probably
cool.
better than what we can do because we can't do a single flyby. to
well,
save
it's
our
because they
lives.
kill you if you're out of position there.
The
It's a
Chinese
different-
version of the Gettysburg is not firing on any of these.
The Gettysburg will take out 6 aircraft at once.
Yeah, I mean this is really. I mean, it's cool. I mean, look at the mask.
It's cool and scary all at the same time.
Yeah, that mask looks just like ones I've seen before.
That are
And here
on
they're
shelf
running
in
aground in the
house.
mud. It looks like.
Yeah, I
so.
don't know what's happening here.
That is
Yeah, I don't know. Wombat. I mean, we've been kind of doing the running commentary, but what do you think, man?
I mean, I think it
oh, look,
shows.
he's
that-
doing donuts.
yeah, I mean, it shows that they've learned from somebody, and they're a formidable threat for sure. Yeah, it's like I joke that there's only 3 aircraft. It's real. It's not. It's not real easy. It's easier when you're doing deck cert or something like that, and there's very few aircraft. You put a full air wing style,
Like
as well as
opposite,
I do.
yeah.
That's a whole different animal. But you got to start somewhere. So, yeah. I mean,
Mover, what-
hopefully it gets our attention a little bit. And
I have questions.
Yes, sir.
How does this compare? So let's say they have 1, maybe, right?
sure.
So how does this compare to like Russian carrier ops?
Oh, dude, this is way more like us.
Yeah, it's
Because the
So
Russians had.
is this like the first shot across the bow kind of thing, or
probably.
like
Yeah. Well, I mean, the design of the ships are way different, like compared to the Russian stuff. The Russians didn't have catapults; they had ski jumps, smaller boats, less capable. Which is, the Chinese had those at first. This is their first. I'm gonna say modern, large flat top, like
Correct, yeah.
like we would have, and I mean, we've been doing it for decades. I mean, it's kind of about time somebody else can do it too. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised in the year 2025 another country can do it. But I'm sorry. Go. What you got? Continue, Mover. I'm sorry. I went
Well,
off
I'm just curious because when we talk near peer, we've always talked China, Russia. Now it's just China, and you can end up in a situation where they're going to project power because they've got interests in other places across the world.
Sure.
That sometimes have been landlocked. That now, I mean, they're going to protect their interests with a carrier battle group, carrier strike group.
Yep.
I think that's from a strategic perspective, it changes a lot of things, and it's something we're going to have to probably change our own tactics. But is it what kind of cat is it? Right? Didn't our,
Electromagnetic.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's-
they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
have we fielded that successfully?
We've got
Yes.
the
Four.
new ships. The new ships have the magnetic
Okay,
catapult.
so and it's
Okay.
a nuclear powered aircraft carrier.
I don't know if it's nuke or not.
I don't know if it's nuke or not. We covered this thing. we
Yeah.
6 months ago, and I forget how it's powered.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because we've talked about Chinese flight training a little bit, and we've talked about ours. So, are they going to go magic carpet only, kind of like we are, or are they going to do FCLPs at the field? Is because somebody's going to be right. especially if it kicks off into, you know, a Taiwan Strait scenario, which we don't want to happen, but that's obviously first thing that comes to mind, right? When you think of
100%.
what's the biggest threat is Taiwan. So I don't know. I mean, this changes the game, and they're obviously wanting to expand their reach in the South Pacific and the islands, Spratly Islands, you know, islands out there that they've already kind of been brustling about already. So we'll see.
So Wiki says it's conventionally powered,
What does that mean?
steam turbine,
Not
Yeah.
nuke.
not nuke.
So what do you like? Jet fuel? What powers it?
Diesel generators,
Diesel.
steam
Diesel.
turbines, and diesel generators.
So they have to be resupplied,
Refueled more often, a lot
refueled
more often.
more often. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
But I mean, dude, the John F. Kennedy was basically a super carrier that was not nuke, and that carrier was just really, for all intents and purposes, just as capable of projecting power, you know, as a nuke.
Yeah,
carrier.
there was just more logistics involved to it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, you know, one advantage we have is we were coming from a Navy that had, you know, a handful of conventional aircraft carriers. So the logistics was ironed out, how to supply them and how to keep them going. You have one conventional aircraft carrier, like there's a lot they still have to learn, I think, logistically.
Yeah.
That's not to say that this isn't a big step forward, though, and it should be taken seriously.
Oh, this is definitely not DCS like the other video we looked at was.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. The other one was just like some shadows and maybe some DCS. This is, I mean, they're really out there. They're really out there doing this.
We're
Yeah,
paying
you put an
attention.
E2 on something and it gets real quick.
We'd appreciate more footage, especially in cockpit stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to
maybe
see.
some BFM. We'll see if they only focus on landing like our Navy. They're actually good at tactics too.